Alright, how you doing? This is Neil, and I have some gameplay here for you, some tips on how to get better at capture the flag. Specifically, this is for Ramaza. It's become one of my favorite maps. I really love this map, especially for capture the flag, which is what I mainly play. Not overkill, but what's the one that does the kill streaks? It's in the first slot. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's good to run that. So your VTOL basically earns you more towards your kill streaks, which will give your chopper gunner. A lot of people do that, and you can get a pretty high kill game that way. But anyway, I still go above a 2.5 kill death ratio in this game. So whenever you come out to the right, always look to your left there.
Ate all those
And
fucking shots.
I started this game a little bit late, unfortunately, so only like 20 seconds late or something. That's why that first guy was there. And my team didn't do nothing to stop him, so I didn't expect him to be there. But so this is one of the strategies I use when I want to go get the flag. I'll come this direction. This is just one of the things you can do. So that was just internet lag or something, like, because like it was like lag, like I couldn't keep up with how he was moving, but still got the kill. Okay, also notice here when I run out of ammo here, I lay down. Watch right here. I run out of ammo, I lay down to reload, and then right when I come up, I'm already shooting because I know where he's at. So that's important. All right. So usually, there's two guys there. Usually, what I've done after I killed those guys is ran down and got the flag if I was like trying to push for it. But I didn't want to. I wanted to because my team is almost there. I wanted to kill some more guys so we can try to rotate the spawns, because if I'm in construction and they're down there, it'll force them to start spawning more towards gunhouse, and that'll make it easier for us to grab the flag and then run with it construction way. But you really need a team kind of working together, and these guys aren't working together at all, and they really don't know what they're doing. We end up losing this game actually, which is fine because I don't necessarily play to win. I play from a kill death ratio. Like for me, it's a win if I can get a decent KD. Like that's what I'm going for mainly. But I still play to help the team, I still play the objective, not completely, but I'm always helping the team by getting map control, which helps them get the objective. So I'm throwing that there just in case they come behind me, because I am in their spawn. So right now I'm only at 4-3, but I end up, I think, only dying one more time for the rest of the game, and I get a lot more kills, so. It was a pretty that was a really fast round because it ends if they get all three flags. They got all three flags, which ended the round quickly. And the rounds only last like 5 minutes anyway. So the longest a capture the flag game will go, if it only goes 2 rounds, is 10 minutes. But if it goes overtime, it can be longer. It can be like a 20-minute game or something. But unfortunately, my team is quite clueless. So I'm gonna play some defense here, just to get my kills up. And this is a good place to play defense on this side of the map. Is right here. I'm coming up a little bit higher because I wanted to see if he's there. You want to try to head glitch here. I'm only going up higher because there's no one there. I knew there was no one there. See that how I'm just head glitching up and down? So I'm making him miss a lot of his shots. Unfortunately, he's glitching behind. There's like a gate, like a metal gate thing there. I got one of them with the rocket launcher. I like running rocket launchers on my secondary. It really comes in handy. As you can see, there's got 2 kills with it. I didn't even hear that guy. I shot him to the wall a couple times to help the teammate kill him. But honestly, at this point, I'm not really worried about winning because I know that my team isn't going to be capable of doing that. Just because of how horribly they already played and how easily the other team got 3 flags. We'd have to just like work really hard just to get 3 flags and prevent them from it. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to at least make it a little bit difficult for them and get some kills. I ran out of ammo, so I need to run in here and look for a gun. Sometimes what I'll do is, I'm still looking for a gun. I think I remembered a guy dying over here, so I'm like, I'm gonna go grab his gun. sometimes what I'll do is I'll run the munitions box. If I know I'm going to be playing more defensively, I want to play defense. One, I'll run restock if I usually when I'm playing defense, which I'm not running right now, but I usually do that. Look at this guy. He didn't even look to his left. Whenever you come up here, always look to your left and look to your right. Make sure there's no one over there on the balcony, and then look to your left. Make sure there's no one where I was. This is dumb on my part when I chase him like this. I shouldn't have done that. I should have went out to the edge to where he can't see me and then waited for him to see if he was still running or not. And if he wasn't running, then if I wanted to challenge him, if he's just going to sit there, is run and then jump out sideways so I have the advantage. I shot in there just in case that guy was going to come back and re-challenge me, which they often do. I don't know if you noticed that there. I often will duck down. Not necessarily lay down, but duck down while I'm shooting. And especially if I'm behind something. So I'm hearing this guy, and see, I was hearing him because he was running up the stairs. And so I was just listening to see where he was going. Right there, I could have died right there from bad timing. If there was somebody already ducked down behind that, I probably would have died. So I throw a mine there just in case someone comes up those stairs. So if you're gonna play this side, you know, to like basically try to spawn trap them, they might come up the stairs here. So throwing a mine there is a good. And also throwing a mine right here. See where I am right there to the left to make sure that when they come up those stairs and try to run around the corner, the mine blows them up. That's why I usually run the perk on the right that lets me carry 2 mines. Makes it much easier to block off 2 different areas instead of just one area. Especially if you want to play defense, or if you want to, in this case, you want to play like aggressive, I don't know what to call it, mid defense, aggressive defense, spawn trapping, spawn killing, whatever. And this really helps the team a lot because you're killing a lot of their team members that if they can't get out of their spawn or get very far to their spawn, you're blocking off, you know, a couple lines of them getting out, or all lines of them getting out of their spawn. Then it makes it where they can't get the flag, right? Sometimes I'll play like one side of the map, you know, like at mid-map, and I'll just block everyone coming from that direction. And, you know, block a couple lines of sight, which definitely makes it harder. Now, I saw he had the flag, but I wasn't concerned about it. I didn't care to stop him. If he would have ran gunhouse way, I wouldn't have chased after him. I would just let him go because there's no way we're going to win this game anyway. And there's only a few, you know, there's not much time left, so I just wanted to get a few more kills. Get my KD up. And I ended up going on this game 13-5, so I'm just coming back here to see. There's that guy. He threw C4 up there. Yeah, see. I was trying to get out of there because I had a feeling, but my spawn stick lets it come right back. That's why I love running the spawn stick. So I am going 13-5. So like 2.8 or something. Even worse. 2.6 is what I went, so a little bit higher than 2.5. Right, so you can see there, divide 13 by 5, and that gives you your kill death ratio, which in this case is 2.6 KD. So it's pretty good, and that's just some of the things I do on Ramaza. There's other things, I didn't mean to do that. There's other things you can do on Ramaza to help you get, you know, like you can go the gunhouse way, and so oftentimes I'll do that too. I think my wife actually favors the gunhouse way. So when we play together, I think she's usually often running the gunhouse way, and I'm often running construction or mid, you know, to the cafe rooftops way. So just me and her playing together helps a lot because it's blocking the different you know, 2 lanes. That map is basically 2 main lanes. I mean, there is technically a 3rd lane on the far right construction way, but if you're on the rooftops, you can usually kind of see them coming up that way anyway. But yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much it. I can also actually, I don't know, I wonder if I should attach a video just kind of showing, like, you know how I did with the shipment video where I just went around the map itself just to show different areas I like to be in, kind of work through my head like how to get there, how to go from thing to thing. You notice also in this video where when I'm moving, I always try to think about what can I get, you know, I know where I want to get to, but what objects do I need to get behind and check before I get there? because I'm using each object as cover going from point to point, to get from A to B. You always want to be thinking that way. Play it as if you're playing a tactical shooter. You can't play this game like you're playing, a game with much higher kill points, like some of the capture, or not capture flags, some of the older Call of Duty games, even Black Ops 4 took a lot more shots to kill someone. So you can definitely be more reckless and do more running and gunning things. Or it's definitely not a game like Doom or Quake or something where it's designed to keep the player running and gunning. This is a more tactical shooter. The kill time is very, very short. And so you want to always be thinking about cover. Think about it more like real life. And so that's what I do. I always try to think about, when I'm going from point to point, what things can I take cover behind as I get there. You always want to think about giving yourself the advantage in a gunfight. If you're just out in the open, your whole body's exposed, then the advantage goes to anyone else that has more coverage than you do. There's other things you can do to give yourself advantage too, like little tricks. If you know someone is behind a corner, running and jumping, already facing sideways and jumping around that corner is better than if you were to just, shoot down the corner or crawl around the corner or something. They actually see you first if you do that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go through the map real quick now. We'll do that as well. All right, so there's a lot of different directions you can take when playing Capture the Flag. If you spawn on this side here, now if you spawn over here on this side here, always assume there might be someone right here. Now if the game just started, you don't have to worry about it, but if you died, assume there could be someone in that window facing down here or someone right here looking down here. And so if you want to go that direction, run and slide, or at least sprint, sprint and jump across. You want to make sure it's harder for them to hit you if you get over here. Or you can just decide to go this way instead. Like, maybe I'm going to go this way. And you can, see if there's anyone over there to challenge them. And then come over here. And then see, is there someone up in this window? They usually don't see you from here, and you can see them. And then you can challenge this way, and then work your way this way. Anyway, so I'm going to go through different ways and thought processes and things that can happen and ways that I go and gameplay, because I couldn't show it all in the gameplay. So first thing is, I usually like to go this way. I usually like to go right. I usually don't like to go the gunhouse way on this map. It's this way I like to go, but I'll show you how to go both ways. A lot of these routes that I run in the beginning of the game are I adapted a lot of the knowledge I gained from watching I Am Marksman, that he exclusively plays search and destroy. So I adapted a lot of search and destroy knowledge and to Capture the Flag. They're actually very similar in my mind. Anyway, so when you come in here, when the game first starts, you don't have to worry about anybody, right? So when the game first starts, I usually run straight here. Game starts, boom, I'm gonna run like this, right here to this thing. Now keep in mind, if they have a really fast running class and they're stem shotting, they might already be climbing the ladder by the time you get here at the same time. And so I'll throw a mine right here and then open this door just to see, if they do that. And if they blow up and don't die, then I come here and I can finish them off real quick because they're already damaged. And I'll make my way over here, and then sometimes also people might be still coming up this way because they went all the way around, but they won't be coming up yet. So I'm not worried about that too much. But just in case they do, and no one's come up here, I come right here. And this allows me to see if anyone's come over there, if anyone's coming up on this thing, or if they're coming up this ladder right here. And if you have two mines like I do, I'll throw another one right here, or I'll throw it right here, like this. Boom, like that. So that way if they're coming up, what happens is they usually run up like this and come like that, because they're trying to get up here and come over here and control this spot right here as you guys are spawning and get some spawn kills. And so that right there will help me know that. And then sometimes I'll just stay on this side of the map here, even though I spawn on this side, and get the people that are coming underneath, and I'll listen to people coming up here behind me, so I can actually basically keep their power position. Anyways, that's one thing to do. And then once you get here and no one's come that way and you've shot a couple people here, and then always look over there, because there's usually someone I like to head glitch back there as I showed you in the gameplay, or they'll be like right here. And sometimes there'll be someone down here. So anyway, I just like to make my way there. Just make sure you've got everybody here. And then when I jump down here, I like to look right here just to make sure no one had just run in there, or that no one's right there. And then come here like so, check everything. Then I like to get right here as soon as possible. The reason why is because I don't want to get shot from someone behind, right? So I get right here, And then from here, I can make sure no one's, because they'll spawn either in here or on the other side over there, and they'll be running this way. So that's one of their spawn areas is here. So I'm always watching right here, and I'm also listening to see if anyone's jumping over here, and then they'll also be coming through this building right here. So to capture the flag, you want to just make sure no one's coming that way. Come here, either come right through here and take out the people in here. If you have another mine, because I like to use replenish, so it gives me more mines. Don't ever mine there, just in case as you run over here, you can always check, make sure no one's hiding in there, and then grab, make sure no one's back here too, and then you can grab the flag and run back the way you came. As I always recommend, try to go back the way you came. Watch over here because this is where people are going to be spawning when they die, and also they're going to be coming from in there. So just kind of wait here for a second and then hop over, look here, look all these directions. You can run to the bottom or go top, and just try to make your way back the way you came. Let your teammates know you're on your way there, and boom, you make your way back. Here, I like to run, to cover as much as possible like this. And then from here, you don't want to get shot from over there, so I recommend from here just kind of run and slide here to the flag, and boom, you got it, right? So then there's different, that's just one path you can take to go get the flag. These are offensive paths I like to take, work my way to the flag. Another one is, say you've already died, you can come in here. That if you think there might be someone in this window over here, I like to come, like this, and then I check this window. And we can go this way. This is another path you can take. I like to check, make sure no one's here. Oh, this is another defense area, by the way. Right here is, I just stay right here because that person can't see me. And then these guys, I can see them. And the guys over here can't see me because I can also go pop up just for a second like that. But here I can shoot them. I come over here and I can shoot these guys. I can also see guys coming through here. This is a good spot. Boom. I just take out some people. Take out the, challenge this guy here. Take him out. Put my rocket. I don't have my rocket launcher on right now for some reason. But rocket launch in there. Then also you can take out the people coming through here. So good spot to be in. And then I usually wake my way up like this. And I'm like, okay, everything looks good. And I'll just keep going like that. That's a good starting point to make your way. Just make sure you're taking out people before you go. Another way is come up this way here. Challenge anyone that's coming sideways. You can just kind of get a head glitch right here. That's all I'm always thinking about, like how can I go from point to point. Like I don't like running from here to there because look, it's all open. There's nothing, I don't have anything to hide behind. But you have no choice. I mean, you can always come over here like this and just see, make sure no one's over here. But so what I do is either I'm gonna run and jump, like this, to get over here. Just as even if I don't see anybody, you still want to be, playing as if there's someone there. Anyway, once I'm here, I usually throw a mine here, just in case they're coming across up there, and I usually work my way this way. And from here, you can actually see, people coming through here, and I can sometimes see them over there on that little ledge there, and even sometimes all the way back there. It's a good spot to check real fast as I make my way this way. This isn't a good spot to be in. I mean, as long as I have my mind there, that's like an alarm for me to know if they're coming that way. They'll often be shooting from right here, so you want to make sure that you're kind of out of that person's sight. And then from here, they'll be coming up here, for example. This is a decent spot to be. You can shoot them there. I've already talked about this, but from here, I usually like right here, just stay right here for a little bit, shooting one coming down. This is a good mid defense spot because you're taking one of their power positions away from them. And if so, I recommend to put a mine here and close both of these doors. That way you can hear the door slam open and you hear the mine go off, and that's enough of an alarm for you to know someone's coming. But they'll be coming that way. So I have one mine over there and one mine right here. And those are two good mines to have if this is a spot you want to hold out. I'm going to go over this way. So another way I like to go is this way. So that was one alternative. Oh, another thing you can do too is when you're here, you can challenge people over here, and then you can run and jump to this here, and now you're right back here. And then you can go like this and come back over here again. So this is a cool thing to know. If I come this direction, I like to, check this area first, listen to make sure no one's coming down that way. And then from here, you can either just, slide over here like this, to check, check this, because they're gonna, there might be someone aimed right here shooting, and you can also just pop out and just assume they're there. But if they're, you don't know if they're there or if they're there or there, right? So it's like, how do you know? So you just have to like, and then get ready to shoot them, and hopefully you shoot them before they do shoot you. And if you do that, keep moving to the side as you're shooting them. Anyway, I reckon I usually don't want to like usually slow peek like that, and you can like at least just do a quick peek like that just to see if they're here, or here, and if they're not, then they're going to be on this side over here more. So then you go, okay, I got some information now. I can aim in this direction here, because that's where they're going to be if they are there. Another place it might be is up there. So this little quick peek here gives you a chance to see if they're here, or up there, right? Just boom like that, or just sprint across. Then I usually go here if I want to go that way. Often I'll go right here. This is actually a good spot to be in. I've actually picked up a lot of kills just being right here. Especially in domination on this map, you can see people come up this direction trying to go into the closet. People that are running across here to go into that door or up this ladder, you can shoot them as they're coming across. It's also good practice for track shooting, because they're running. You have to like track them as you're shooting them. You can also see the guys coming down here, so you can just duck down. If you're going to look over here, don't just go like this, because you want to still be blocked from those guys. And so I recommend just duck down like this real quick, and you can see over here. Make sure there's no one down here. You can see, if you do stand up, make sure this is still kind of blocking your head. Boom, over here, check like that. And you want to be listening, because people might be coming up this way or up here. And this is like the most dangerous spot from being here, but you'd be surprised when people don't come up here. But anyway, if you start killing a lot of people, they're going to know that you're here, and they might decide to come up here and get you here. So it's always be kind of listening, and then looking over there now and again. Anyway, so from here, I like to take out a couple people if I can, and then work my way, keep making my way over. Then from here you want to kind of listen, right? Because they spawn here. You can go down this way, and see sometimes they spawn in here. So now you're in their spawn area, so you want to just be careful. Sometimes I'll come this way like this, and I'll run and jump like this, but you got to be careful that they didn't, spawn over here. I might want to come down the other stairs like I just showed. From here, if you already looked all this area, they're not spawning here. They haven't spawned here yet. I like to throw mine here once I make my way over here. And I did this in the gameplay. From here, you can see if anyone's, like over here hanging out. Sometimes there's someone right down here hanging out, so you might want to make sure there's not someone there, and then boom like that. Now you can come get the flag. So check over here, make sure no one's spawning there. Now you haven't had a good way to check all that, so hopefully you can look at your map and see, are any of your teammates in this building? If you have a teammate in this building and he's still alive, it's a good chance that there's no one over there. That's a good time to come here and grab the flag. Sometimes I'll grab the flag, come over here, and just check and make sure no one's coming here. See where my teammates are at on the mini map. See if anyone's in here, and then I'll go back the way I came. I always recommend to go back the way you came with the flag. So many times I see people grab the flag and they don't come back. They don't go back the way they came, and then they end up dying. You have a better chance of making it. Oh, it's such a cool little detail. I never noticed that. The clamp to hold it in place. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah. Let's go back to this side of the map. There's so many little things too. Like, this map is quite detailed. Like, there's so much little stuff. I know I'm going to miss something. I'm going to try to be as thorough as I can in this video, but I just know I'm going to miss something. I haven't even talked about going that way yet. Other little things too, like if you're going to make your way that way. My time's almost up. I should have put infinite time on it. And you want to come this way, for example. I recommend just, if you're going to do it, just run and just jump through or slide through. I recommend jumping, actually. This right here is a decent spot to be in, because you can see people up here. You can also be right here, so if anyone's coming that way, you're right here, so you can hear them. Sometimes I just play right here. These guys can't see me. I can see all these guys, and I can hear the people coming behind me from either direction. I'll talk more in the next round. Now it spawns me on the other side. Yeah, so I'll talk about some of the stuff on this side of the map first, and then we'll go if you want to run gun shop way, not gunship. Usually what I do when the game first starts, if I'm on this side of the map, is I run right here. If you're running your nades, from here you can try to throw it over this before you even get here. Actually, like when you're running, And then I think if you throw it like that angle right there, it might land on the other side over there and get him. But I run right here. I throw my mine right here because they haven't gone through the door yet. And oftentimes there's going to be someone that does come through that door. Also, someone might come up right here like this. So I'll usually throw another mine right here. Or I'll save this mine for a second. I know that people are going to be coming up right here. I don't want to bust through this door because they're probably already here and they can shoot me. So instead, I then crouch down and go this way. And I listen to see if they're coming, if they've already come here and they're running. Because usually they'll run and just bust through this door and keep going. And so if I'm right here and I'm listening and I hear them bust through there, I can just turn around and wait till they bust through and then and they're dead, right? And then I can come like this. And now I got this same, this really nice power control spot. Just stay back here so that it's hard for them to hit you and just pop up and shoot this guy, shoot these guys coming. Then once I'm in here, I'll usually throw a mine right here so that if while I'm controlling this, they come up that ladder, I can hear them blow up. And if they don't die, then I just I can just shoot them real quick. Or I'll usually leave this door open, that way I can just shoot them anyway. I like it if I do leave it open though. I usually like it this way. That way I can just shoot them like this. Boom. Okay. Another thing you do is after you get up this ladder, instead of going that way, you can actually continue run down here and try to get the guys that are jumping through here and through here. And you can actually capture them. Just wait here for a second like that, and then see if they're right there. Any head glitches here, and if catch them right here, and then from here just shoot them running that way. If they've already got past here, you can shoot them running this way, and then you can come up here. Boom. So that's a good way to start out. Sometimes even coming in here like this and then capturing them. Boom, boom. See if they ran up that way. So that's pretty much if I come this way, it's usually to do that or to come up here and just hold this out as long as I can. I just try to get as many kills as I can, hold this out. If I notice though that I've killed a lot of people, my teammates are pushing, and we start to control this area, either this side or that side, then I'm like, okay, let's go make a run for the flag if they're not. And then I'll come down and I'll jump down here. And if I do, I'm always thinking about the best way to get there. I like this, for example, here, or jump down over here like this. So I can, use this cover here to challenge some guys here, and then make my way. And then here I still have a little bit of cover here. So I make my way to the flag. I don't just run and grab it. Boom. And then when you run back, always come back the way you came. Or if you can see that a certain side is clear, but I always recommend just go back the way you came. Here, this is usually a dangerous place to be in all the time. So take your time coming back. Don't just run back unless you know for sure. Actually, there's no way to know for sure that any path is clear. So there can always be people. So just be, when you make your way back, just be cautious. Look around. Check all the corners as you're going back like that. You're still going fast, but you're checking everything. Another way to go is, of course, construction. We can also go this way. So when I go this way, usually, now if the game just started, I'll run right through here. But if it didn't just start, I usually don't like to come through this way, because if you do duck down right here like this, you have that way you have the advantage here when you're coming through this way. I usually just go through this way like this. This way I can see more as I come around. And then I always like to check here, make sure, and then I usually don't expose myself to this at all unless it's just a quick peek, but usually I don't, because there's so many times there's someone looking right down here, just staring, hard scoping just from over there right down this line. So instead I come here, hop over like this, that way they can't see me. And then from here I'll throw one there just to see if they're coming that way. And always check this way when you're coming up, and then you can shoot them this way and also coming through there, so you have a good spot here to kill these people. And then if you're going to stay up here for a second, throw another mine here. That way, the only two ways they can come up here, well, the other way is right here, but you're already right here, so you're covering all three ways now. And then just listen for that mine going off. And you can stay here and get some kills, or you can pop out here. And get ready to look there right away. Like when you pop out of this window, be ready for that right there. So just come right here and just get ready to look at this window right here. Also these stairs, boom, boom, and there. So these are the four directions. So you want to make sure to look there first though. And then look over here and see if anyone is coming this way. And this is actually a decent spot to be right here too. You can just duck down here, get a nice head glitch and challenge the guy there. And then you can stay up here and shoot the guys coming here, and you can see if they're coming that way as well. And then you can pop up if you hear someone here. So you can just stay here and just I've actually stayed here and got a lot of kills. And then you come down here. And then usually if I stay here, I'll throw a mine over here. Like, you know, if I'm going to stay here for a little bit, I'll throw a mine there that way. And I'll usually throw a mine over there at that door too. So I can like stay here for a little bit. And also there's this door to worry about as well. You can also challenge right here. Boom. And whenever I'm fighting, like if I'm shooting someone here, I'll pop up, shoot for a second, you know. You know, like I don't, even if he's almost dead, I don't just sit there and try to just keep shooting the whole time. I try to get in the habit of about that long, you know. So that way he's missing some of his shots because I'm going. And sometimes I'll just keep shooting, just pop up and down a couple times. And that makes it to where he misses enough shots and I land enough shots because he's not ducking, right? It comes in handy, actually. It helps a lot. Now from here, there's a couple different ways you can go. You can either go up that way, and then all the knowledge I already shared with you is the same thing. Or you can come this way. I don't recommend going through here, but if you do, check this first, and then I just, you know, not slide. I want to jump and be right here. You know, usually there might be some in that corner right there, and then here you gotta check. Instead, I recommend come over here like this. Check here first. You can jump like that, and then you know come like this and see if there's anyone over here. And then I got this like this, and I come to this way. When you come this way, just make sure you check over here as you're coming. And also you can kind of, you know, read out where your teammates are. It depends where my teammates are, what way I might go. You know, like if on the map I see there's already teammates right here on the map, then I can go. Then I'm gonna go this way because I already know that's clear, for sure. Or if they're the other way, come here, check a couple things here. Don't just run and grab the flag. You know, come over and check. Make sure there's no one there. Make sure no one's way over there. Just kind of check before you come grab the flag. And then once you do, grab it. I'm not going to grab it right now. And run back the way you came. All right, now, if you're on this side of the map, let's say this is the side of the map we spawned on, and you want to go this way. So let's say the game just started. The fastest way is running right out of the middle right here. Some people might already be right here running. This is a good spot to catch them off guard and shoot them. That's why I recommend when you come from that direction, that's why I said don't come up this way, because this is what people do. They'll just run right here, and just anyone that's, you know, jumping over that thing right there or coming this way, just shoot them right here. And just wait here for a second. Give them a chance to come. Just kind of head glitch. And when you head glitch, try not to head glitch stuck down. Like if you can head glitch standing up by just backing up a little bit. See, if I'm standing right here, look how much it's exposed. But if I just back up, look, I can head glitch right here because you can move back and forth faster when you're standing. And don't just stand still like this. You know, move back and forth. Right? This is kind of a hill, so it makes, you know, running back and forth a little bit, you know, more difficult, but it's fine. Just a little bit of movement is good. Even when you're shooting, sometimes it's good to go back and forth as you're shooting. So get used to, like, let's say that pulls the person. I'm moving back and forth, but I'm keeping my mouse on that thing. So it's like you're trying to move and keep your mouse on one stationary object. So let's say if I want to keep it on that pole, which is a pretty thin object, you know, I can keep it somewhat there. From here, if you've already checked this, know that somebody might be up here soon. So when you jump down, get ready to challenge someone there. Either immediately come up this way, and then there might be somebody over here, so get ready for that, just in case they've already come up. And just check, make sure no one's over there because they went construction way. Right, and make your way over here. Now this is the glitch right here. See these bars? This is where the guy was in the gameplay. He's just going right behind here. He can even shoot through some of these holes, and I'm having a hard time shooting him, you know? And so bam, he shoots and hides behind there. He's trying to hit me. From here, everything's the same. You jump down, look behind you, work your way to the flag. One other thing, oh yeah, you could go through the gun house this way. I guess I'll show that real fast. If you're coming out this way, if the game just started, you know they might be coming that way, and they might be up here. So, but if the game's been going on for a while, check up here, make sure no one's there. Check here. There might be someone in this window, so just check like that, and then come over here, you know, and work your way this way. Check there. You can pop up and down like this to check this window. And then I usually throw a mine there as I'm coming up. This is why I like replenish, because I can replenish. Now you can only have 2 mines out at a time, but that's fine. You know, once once I no longer need that mine because I'm no longer in this area, then I can put a new mine down somewhere else where I need it. So I'm not too worried about it. From here, they might be coming up the stairs. I doubt it though because you're coming from this way. But just, they will be coming up these stairs here. So just know that. And so if you're coming down here, maybe peek right here really slowly like that and check. From here, I usually just jump right over. Instead of going through here, I usually like to go like this up here when it allows me to. Jump here and you can check and see if there's anyone over here. Usually always is. And then right here, see if this door is open or not. Then you come down this way. Check in there. And then, just make sure there's no one in here. And I rather do it this way to clear these guys out. Sometimes there's someone camping right here. So just be aware of that as well. Just kind of when you come over here, just like look for him. Make sure there's no one behind the van. Sometimes people you can just duck down and you can usually see anyone's behind the van. So even when you're way back over here, kind of duck down, you can kind of see if there's someone over there. And then grab the flag and come back the way you came. One other thing I'll cover before time runs out is if you go this way, you can either go up this ladder, you can go that way, you can even go up that way. But if you go this way, your goal is to get into this house over here. Your goal is to get over here and be right here on the side. I don't ever really go this way, but if so, you obviously want to look for people coming this way. Make sure no one's over here. You can actually come right here like that, just to check here. I usually like to come to this middle section here, so I have a lot of, I can see them there. I can hear them better because I'm closer, and I can do everything like that. I think I'm out of time. The other thing you might want to do is run up that ramp. If you run up the ramp, it's because you want to go here. And you might want to stay here for a little bit and check anyone that's running up this way to shoot them, and then also anyone that's coming through here, and maybe anyone there and there. And just kind of chill here for a second and take out some kills. You can also go this way, to make your way over here. It's a little bit, and then you can challenge here. Sometimes I'll throw mine right there, knowing that they're gonna come up that way, and I'll just stay right here for a second and just challenge them coming this way and up this way, and just control this part of the map. And if I hear that go off, I'll just see if they didn't kill them, I'm ready to shoot them. And if they're not still running, I come over here and shoot them real quick before they get a chance to heal. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are the different spots I like to be. A couple different power positions I like to play. And it definitely comes in handy. And in a way you can make your way across the map, more safely to get the flag. Maybe I'll go through real quickly some purely defensive. That was mostly mid and being defensive, or not being offensive. So it's trying to make your way to get the flag. So maybe I'll go through some just purely defensive things, like things to avoid if you want to play pure defense. That is flag defense. I'm gonna go ahead and just use this gun this time. All right, so here's things to do and things to avoid. And why. If you're on this side of the map and you want to defend, you want to play defense, don't just sit here like this and play defense. I mean, you have a decent, you can see a couple decent things, but you're so exposed and it's not that helpful. Definitely don't be over here like this. This is not helpful at all. All you're doing is watching the flag. That's not helpful. There's so many lines of sight you don't have. You're just watching your base. Literally, you can't even see the guys coming this way. And unless you kind of come over like this, and you can kind of see if there's guys come up this way. But look, you have really nothing to see. This is dumb. Don't be here. This is pointless. You're not helping your team. At least you're not helping much. One of the best things you can do defense-wise is where I showed you right here. Come up here. Throw a mine here, so if they're coming here, it'll at least be an alarm for you. And just head glitch right here. You have so many things you can see. You can see them jumping over there. You can see them coming through that door. You can see them come up the stairs. You can see this whole top roof. If you go up higher, you can even see if they're coming here, and you can hear. You know, and then you can hear them over here. Sometimes you don't hear them though when you're playing. Like I didn't hear the guy come over here, so just keep that in mind. But hopefully you'll have a teammate that's on that side of the map doing that. You can't watch everything by yourself. But gives you a lot of stuff to watch, and you have this mind here. This is the only way they can come, right? Or they can come up from up there and try to crawl down the ladder, but the mine's still here, so it's still going to go off. And you'll most likely see them, out of the corner of your eye, because I always look like that every now and again, just to make sure. And then you'll see them just by going like that. You're like, hey, what are you doing? But sometimes they'll come up here and like it's very rare, but they'll stay right. They'll try to look down here, and they have a little bit of a line of sight to you. But anyway, so that's a good spot to be for playing defense, flag defense. Another spot actually is right here. You could be like on top of there. It's not bad. I think the head glitch back there is better. This gives you a little bit more because you can see them coming through here. So it gives you a little bit different, area lines of sight. You can see that they're a little bit better. But you're pretty much doing the same thing. It's just not as effective as far as your defense goes. The head glitch is more powerful. Here's not too bad though. You can see them running through this middle lane, coming this way. And you can also hear them coming back this way. If you're going to be here, I recommend throwing a mine down here. So if they come through that door or over that wall, then that's going off. And this is a decent spot to be if you want to play defense. Those are pretty much it for staying back and play defense. Those are only that's mainly where I would be. Sometimes I'll even drop way back here, like if we're just getting our butts handed to us, then I'll stay back here for a second just to try to regain control of our own base because they're spawn trapping us, and just stay back and just kind of boom, get some kills and then try to push them back. Anyway, if you're going to go this side of the map, defense on this side of the map, one thing you can do right here is just you can kind of see if anyone is there. But like I said, I don't like to even expose myself here. I just come right here. If you're defending this side of the map, throw a mine right there because you'll hear it, go off, and then throw another one there. Now you have to listen if they're coming up these stairs. But this is a decent spot to play defense too for this side of the map. You're just trying to cut off this line because they can come this way, right? So this way, if they come down those stairs or this way, or you can't really see the door from here. That door right there. But that's why I threw that mine down. So if they happen to run this way, my mine goes off and I can hear that they went this way. And if they do, you just run, jump down, and come in and then check here and try to get them. So basically, when you're playing defense, you're just trying to cut off as many ways as they can possibly come. So from over this side of the map, they can come that way. They have to go through construction. The only way they can get there, though, is either by coming this way, or they have to come through that where I had the mine at, or up top and down the stairs. So either way, I have all that covered by defending over there. I'm pretty much blocking all this side of the map off. And if you're there, you're kind of the same thing. You're blocking over there and you're seeing everything. Being up here is another decent spot to be because you can come over here and now you're just closer. The idea is the same. You're blocking off this side of the map. You're blocking off them going that way, so you can see them going that way. You can see them coming this way. The only way they can come from here is that way. And then hopefully there's someone playing defense on blocking that lane. So that's pretty much it for defense. Those are the places you want to be. Now, if someone's already playing defense over here, then you might get there, or you might go, he's got this side of the map covered. I'm going to go on the other side of the map. And sometimes people like to come up in here, but this doesn't give you much line of sight, so I don't recommend doing it. It's fine to sit there for a second, but that's not a place to play defense. So then you beat up here because he's got that over there, on the ledge. Now you got over here. You're blocking this this way. Another thing I suppose you can do. This isn't the best spot to be, but you can shoot them this way. But now I can't see them coming through this house right here, so I have to be sitting here waiting. So it's not as good as a position to be in. But if you just hopped up on this wall, this is a good thing to check for real quick before you hop down. Just check and see if there's anyone there, and then you can hop down here. Boom. Instead of checking if you do hop down here, you can also just check like this to see if there's anyone over there. you know, before you hop out like that. I don't recommend playing defense in here. There's not much benefit to stay in here. Yeah, that's the only way they can come through, right? But if they came to this way, they can also go right here. You're inside that room, right? That's where you're playing defense. They hop this way. Now they're here. You don't even know they're here because now, let's say they're duck walk. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. They're duck walking. They pop up here and they shoot you in the back. Boom, and you're dead now, and they take the flag. So those are the main 3 spots. There, and in that gun house. Those are the main 3 defensive spots to be in. If someone's either here or here, I recommend going to the gun shop. But yeah, so that's pretty much on this side. Let's go to the other side of the map now. I've already showed, like, you know, power positions you can play for kills and mid position, which is mainly on top of this roof. There's I didn't really show this side too much, but this is another decent defensive position. If someone's already playing those other positions, you can come here. You can, you know, hear them come this way, throw your mine over there like I showed you. I've already showed this position, but you can be here, and this is actually a decent defensive because you're blocking off this whole side of the map as well. If you're on this side of the map, you're kind of limited more to defense. This is the harder side to defend, I think. Now, what you don't want to do is what I see a lot of people doing. They just sit back here and guard the flag. Just look at the flag. Like, I'm just going to sit here and shoot the flag. Like, no, you're not helping your team much by doing that because eventually someone is going to come over here and you can't see everywhere they're coming. You know, you can kind of hear them coming that way. You can kind of see them, but let's say they come over that way and they pop out while you're looking, or you look this way and they pop out there and boom, you're dead. So you can't really see where they're coming from. So this isn't sometimes people just sit here like this, like, what are they doing? Like, why? Don't be this player, please. Right? So if you're wondering what, you know, people that are decent or good at flag, the kind of players that they're like complaining about or making fun of or, you know, just being dicks about are the players that do that just come back here and just lay like this and look at the flag. And I understand you might be doing that because you don't know what else to do. You know, that's why you're watching this video. Hopefully you can, you know, find better positions you can be in. Also, this isn't beneficial to you. You're not taking the best gunfight here. You're right out in the open. There's nothing guarding. You're not in a head glitch. You always want to try to get in a head glitch. Try to get somewhere where you have cover. Anyway, so on this side of the map, the way you want to defend, this is a really good defensive spot right here. I showed this earlier because you can see they're going to be coming. Okay, the ways they're going to be coming on this side of the map is through here, underneath this building or on top of this building, right? So you can see all this area where they're coming from. They can also come up this way and down these stairs, right? They either have to come across this way because you're already watching this, or they have to come down those stairs. You've got all this visible to you from here. You know, you can hear them coming that way, and you can see it all. Boom, all right here. It's all visible to you. You can hear and see. Really good position. If you're gonna use that, you know, throw a mine on the stairs here. So that way hopefully they die or it goes off, or take the time when the match first starts, run up here, throw the mine like right here, like that. So if they run this way, they get the mine goes off. You can hear it. It's not too far away. You can still hear it well from here, and hopefully it kills them if they don't have EOD on. Right, this is a good power position. Now another place to be is on the other side of the map. Well, because the other way they can, you know, there's a whole other lane they can come to get the flag, and you're only blocking this side of the map off. And that's just good map design, the fact that one person can't guard everything. All right, so from this side of the map, you don't have a whole lot of options for defense. So that, for covering this whole side, that's really one of the best options. But you can also come up here, you know, throw a mine there, or at first, and then just defend from here. Take their power position away from them, and you try to control this so you can see them coming from all these directions. Or you can throw a mine at the ladder, close the door so they don't think you're in here, and defend it from here. So because you can see them, they're gonna be coming either right here, or they're gonna be coming from over there. So from here you can kind of see, you know, all the areas that, you know, or you can just stay like this, so you can see like. And you can hear them when they're running underneath you like that. Now keep in mind, they might run underneath here, but that's fine because you're only blocking this lane here. This is all you're worried about defending on this side. You just want to make sure they don't come this way. Or you can come right up here, like I said, and try to defend from here. This isn't the best spot to be in, but if you are, like, be like here more. And so make sure you're paying attention to these guys coming down the ladder or not, and then you're trying to block off this lane. Have your ear open so if they come over this direction, and make sure if you hear someone walking over here that you're looking at your mini map and make sure it's not a teammate. If it's not a teammate, then if you don't see a blue triangle, then you know it's an enemy, and get ready to come over here and kill them. This is the bad thing is when they come over here, you have to then try to kill them. Now you can always just turn around like this and just wait for them, right? Because they have to come through one of those two holes, and just wait for them and then shoot them. Sometimes, people will try to be in here and defend this area, but look, there's nowhere to be. It's like, yeah, I guess you can try to be like this or something, and like, but it's just, this isn't good. So I wouldn't worry about this over here. I mean, you can try to be in here. If everyone's everywhere else, you just want to play defense and there's nowhere else to defend, this isn't a good spot to be because you can't really see over it, right? Don't be in here. Like, none of this is worth it. Just know that if you're up here, if there's already someone here and everywhere else, you've already checked everywhere else, there's nowhere, you want to play defense and there's nowhere else to play defense because it's all taken, then you can be here with them. But there's always another place to be. If there's someone there and there's someone back on the truck thing, then come up here and defend. If there's already someone up there, then come right here. Now you can help them, by seeing these other lines of sight. If you want to help this way over here, then come over here. Bam! Now you're blocking this way. You can see this. You can see up there. Just every now and pop up. You can also hear when they come through that door. You can also throw a mine over there. So if they come through that door, it's going to go off and you're going to hear it. It's either going to kill them or at least alarm you that they're there. Right? So now you can also hear people running right or coming down these stairs. This is the downside here is these stairs, because they're going to see you before you see them, unless you happen to be looking that way. And so you might want to be like this. That way you're not visible to them. And there's already someone here, so, and just always be paying attention here. Now, if you have two mines, then throw another mine here, or even higher. Throw it here. On the actual stairs, not above it, though, right? So, boom, you have like some area here, and then, or you can just come up here. So that goes off. If that goes off, get ready to turn right and drop down. And get ready to fight that person coming down, because if it didn't kill them, then they're probably still coming down the stairs. And usually people just run right through them and keep running. Right, so that's pretty much it. Those are your options. You might come up here. Now you're playing more mid defense, but so now you're listening before they come up here. You're watching, over here and this window and this door, and you're listening for all this here. So if this is the case, throw a mine in here. So if they come up in here, you'll hear them because that mine will go off. Now you're watching all this area here. You're basically watching to make sure they don't come through. Basically, you want to be in a position where you can see if they're coming through there or if they're coming through there, because they're trying to get the flag. One of those are the only two ways they can go to get the flag from this side of the map. So you're basically just watching those two holes. But you're hearing here, you're seeing this, you're seeing this, you're seeing this. So you have it's a decent position to be in when you're on this side of the map. If you're spawned on that side of the map, and then they're coming through to go this way, this isn't necessarily the best spot to be in because they're going to be coming through here and here, right? So just keep that in mind. And this is only good for flag. So if you're playing something like domination, this might not be the best spot to be in because they could be coming from there or there or there. There's not just one side they're coming from. Like, yeah, you guys are spawning on one side of the map, but the spawns flip sometimes, and actually they flip all the time in domination. So a lot of this stuff won't apply to domination. Like this is a decent spot to be in for a little bit, but you want to get in here, So a lot of this knowledge will apply, but yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Those are all the spots that I like to be in on this, and hopefully, if you've watched this entire video, you're going to start practicing playing like this. Don't be. Oh, I didn't go through all the bad spots to be in. This is the bad spot to be in. Like, why would you be way back here? Like this. Like, you can't even see the flag. This is not a good. Don't be the guy that Don't be this guy. Like, don't be this guy. This is not helping your team at all. You're just wasting a precious space where you can be somewhere important that actually helps the team in some real way. You know, like for example, even up here is better than that. Being right here is better than that position that I just showed you. This is actually a decent position to be in because just think about what you're trying to do. You're trying to block off the different ways they can get the flag. So from here you can see all this area. You can see they're coming to that flag over there. You can also block off they're coming this way. You can also pop up here and help in there. You can switch to your grenade launcher and you can launch your grenade in there. I don't have my launcher right now, but you can do that, right? So this is a decent spot to be in. You have a nice head glitch for here, you know, for challenging this guy. Notice I'm not squatting down when I do this. I'm standing up. I'm just moving down a little bit because I can move faster. Same thing here. Like, don't come up here and squat down. Stay standed up like this, so you can, you know, you can move faster. See how much faster I'm moving? Versus if I'm squatted down, watch. So I'm a lot slower. So just move back a little bit and do the head glitches. That's just anytime you can stand up and just move back and do the head glitch, I recommend doing that. But there you go. So, I mean, even just being right here would be a better position than over there. Like this, at least you're helping something here, you know? And then just have your mine right here just in case they come that way. This isn't necessarily a good spot. This is a good spot to be in temporarily, just to kind of check as you're moving from part to part, you know, getting your kills. Right? So anyway, you got the idea. Hopefully that helps you. I'm going to try to do this for every single level so that, you know, you can learn how to play flags on those levels and, yeah, just start practicing those different areas. And, you know, if you're really new and you're trying to get better, just slowly practice one thing first. Like, practice defense first. Just come right here when you're on this side of the map and just practice this defense, you know. Just sit here and just practice. Just, you know, keep aware, keep looking. Try not to stay still, you know. Don't just sit here like this. And even when you're looking on sight, always be moving a little bit back and forth. You know, you're trying to make it harder to hit you just in case someone sees you before you see them. But yeah, just sit here and just play this area for a little bit, you know. And then once you start getting good at this and you feel comfortable, you know, then start working your way up and then try different areas that I've showed you and try those different paths as well to go get the flag. All right, cool. If you guys enjoyed this at all, do me a favor. Thumbs up if you haven't already. If you haven't thumbs up while you're watching the video, do me a favor and just take the time, like really take, I know you're hearing me say hit the thumbs up and you're probably not doing it. Just hit the thumbs up button already, please. I appreciate it. All right.